All right, we are back. I am now, what day is it? What's the date? 30th of June today. I'm about 10 and a half weeks out. When we get the shirt off, you're gonna see quite a big difference in condition compared to last time, which is like 13 weeks out or something, because Josh has been away doing his thing in America, living the life. I've had a few changes since then, especially in terms of stack design. Food has remained about the same. My cardio's up to every day, half an hour every single day. As of last week, I'm feeling a whole lot leaner. 102.6 kilos this morning, which compared to last time is down like 3 or 4, I think, maybe a bit more. Yeah, things are starting to spice up a little bit. We're heading towards the halfway mark. I've been prepping since 19 weeks out, and we're now 10 and a half. So another week, we'll be halfway. I feel in a very good position. You know, from checking photos on Instagram, if any of you've seen that, I had my one this morning, and they were the first lot where I went, oh shit, something's different this year. So I'm happy with the position I'm in. Feeling wise, starting to get a little tired. That could just be me not getting enough sleep at the minute just because of work. But I feel good. Strength is good. I'm training hard, you know, still able to train very hard. Definitely heading towards down, feeling more focused, because that's natural with prep. As you get more tired, you just plow yourself further into that rather than anything else. Definitely finding I have less time for bullshit from people at the minute. Commuting is fucking so frustrating, but once I'm in work, we're all good. But the getting to and from work, I just hate people. But that's gonna happen. Pretty normal. So today, we're running through my second push day of the week, which is a Delt focus session. I actually ran through this with Connor last week, and we filmed for, I'll be able to announce it because it'll come out after the announcement. We filmed for 1MR, so there's some content coming with that, and some special news. I won't say it now, but it will be public news by the time this comes out. Today it is a lot, there's still chest work involved, it's just a lot more Delt, mostly presses. But yeah, have a follow along. We're doing some abs at the end as well. Cracking on with stuff really. Pretty set into the routine now. Everything feels good. Really like Cal's programming. Works absolute dreams. My upper body is fucking exploding in size at the minute, which I didn't think was required, but apparently it's gonna work, and it definitely shows. So I'm happy where things are going. Let's get on with it. Right, first exercise, 3 sets of lateral raises. An 8 to 12, a 12 to 15, and a 15 to 20. This is just, you know, to warm up the medial delt, get a lot of blood in the shoulders, and get ready for some pressing. It's also obviously gonna work the medial delt, which is gonna make you look a lot wider. So obviously, the middle one here, it's gonna make you, gives that impression when you stand like this, you got the cannonballs on. So that's the look we need. I don't really have much medial delt, it's just I don't connect that well with them. This is supposed to be a dumbbell, like a seated dumbbell fly like this. I just get shoulder pain in the right shoulder whenever I do this. This is much better for me, so I swapped it to this, and I just find it's a lot better at hitting those side delts. So we'll do 3 sets here. They're pretty hefty, you know, they are heavy, they're hard movement, and then we'll move on to some presses.
I'll never slow up, no I don't take. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been through I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
Right. Onto the presses. Alright, this is the prime shoulder press. You know, prime piece of kit, you got 3 loading pins. The first set is just all mid pin for me. And then the second set, which is the lighter one, the back off, will be 25% on the top, 75% on the mid. Just changes the strength profile slightly. Walk through, man, walk through, it's okay. Go away, you're done now. Basically, makes it a little bit lighter at the top so we can get a bit of a press through. That's the only difference. So, mid-pin for now, try 4 plates. Just walk through, man. Alright, I'll just get on with it, shall I? Oh yeah, first one is 6 to 10, and then second one is 10 to 15. If you're following along at home. Warm-ups on this for now. Warm up to 4 plates and we'll see how many I can get. A bit too heavy today. Only 4. Oh well. We know for next time. Heavy today. Did my first push workout 2 days ago. So, still a bit fried. You good? Yeah. Right, we're on to dips now. Another 6 to 10 and a 10 to 15 here. I might be a bit conservative with how much weight I'm gonna hit this session because I'm off to the FitX this weekend. If any of you see me there, say hi. So I've had to condense my sessions a bit. So I did chest on Tuesday, it's now Thursday. So I'm still a little bit fatigued because obviously you're still incorporating some delt, some chest into a chest workout. So, and my tries are wrecking. So not the best thing to do, but I don't do it every week. So I normally stick to routine, it's just the way it's fallen this weekend. So if you're at the FitX, hopefully I'll see you there. But yeah, 6 to 10 first. So I'm gonna warm up to that and then we'll go from there. Nine and a half on that. Not the best, whatever. 2 plates for the first set. I'm currently on 1 plate hanging from my balls. What little remains. So, to be fair, they haven't shrunk that much. And I'm on like a gram of gear at the minute, a week. That's pretty normal. Got 3 different products on there. Steroids. 3 different supplements. Pretty normal. It's just all the primo. It's all the primo. Yeah, the mast went in on Monday. And like, you can't notice the difference in that time, especially as in an anthate. So it takes a few weeks to settle in. But the T3 also went in, which is a thyroid drug. My whole physique has changed in like 5 days. So it's mad. Like, obviously, they do work. So yeah, we're getting into the sharp end of things now. So the Tren, first time ever using that goes in 3 weeks. So that'll be fun. to pick up my massive balls right now. Oh my God. Fucking hell. Woo! That was heavy. But we're done there now. It's on to some flat press, which isn't really a flat press because we don't have a machine flat press. So it's slightly inclined, but I prefer it. So we're on to that next. Right, funnily enough, it's another 6 to 10 and a 10 to 15. This machine's actually very hard to progress. It's with these old pieces, these come from Old Kings, and they're sort of a hammer strength copy. You know, the hammer strength kit's very expensive, and this stuff is like, I think this kit must be 20, 30 years old. So it comes from that sort of era, the 80s, the 90s. The 90s, fuck me, the 90s was 30 years ago, man. I'm getting old. So yeah, it's not quite perfect in terms of a hammer strength piece, but it's what we got and it works. It's quite hard to progress though. Currently, top set is 130, and trying to break through 8 has been a bit of a challenge recently. I don't know if it'll be better today, but we're gonna try. But that's the thing about this stuff, it's just week on week. Some weeks you might not be as strong, especially during prep. You know, this is a time where, you know, granted I'm assisted, but there will be a point where I do get weaker. Maybe that becomes a point where you have a refeed. Depends how many weeks out you are, depends what your condition is like. You know, you can't have that guarantee. Some people go into prep and go, oh, I feel a bit weak today, I'll have a refeed, I'll have a burger.
Almost.
Doesn't work like that. So it's just one of those, like, you just have to deal with that in your own way. Getting weaker is part of it. Some guys can't hack it. You should just, if you're getting weaker, the best thing to do is just reassess form and just make everything super tight and just try and then set another point of where you can progress from. So if you're throwing weights around, you get to a point you can't keep throwing them weights around, then take a step back, put some pauses in at both ends of the movement, try and squeeze that muscle and just make the reps as hard as you can, and then that progression should start to come back. You'll start from a lower point, but you'll probably have a better connection to that muscle group. So it's not necessarily about, oh, I'm getting weaker, or I'm getting tired, it's all this. It's like, okay, we've got an issue, I'm getting weaker, let's find the solution. And the solution is to find another way to progress. Obviously, as bodybuilders, we're always looking to get better at something. And if you find you're going backwards, change how you're doing it. Because you don't want to just be like in the gym every single time, like, oh, going backwards. Whether it's establishing a new rep range that you're going to do instead of the heavy one or the super light one you've been doing, you know, changing your form a little bit, changing the machine. You know, it's in prep sometimes if you're going from free weight, if you're using free weights all the time and it's becoming really hard to stabilize because you're so fucking tired, swapping over to a machine equivalent can be a very good idea, especially in terms of, like, you know, safety perspective for your joints. So there are little tips and tricks to work around. It's more common sense more than anything. You just have to not be afraid to use your brain a bit. We always fall into the trap of becoming obsessed with what we're already stuck in. You don't want to change anything because you fear you might lose muscle, or, you know, you'll regress somehow. And you just have to sort of sack that off and go, be sensible, because there's no point in getting yourself worked up about minute, tiny, like one rep here, one rep there. It's not going to lose you the show. You've already built the muscle. This is just taking the fat off. So as long as you're training hard, staying consistent on your diet, doing your cardio, ticking the boxes, losing a rep here and there, it's not the end of the world. And if you're maintaining, again, that's fine. So don't worry about it, just train hard. Fucking hell. Them second sets today wrecking me. Ugh. Oh well. More excuses from me there. It's because I hit chest 2 days ago. It is, but like, still an excuse, isn't it? Okay, we're doing pec deck to finish off chest. This is definitely more sort of the stretch. Hang on, let me just there we go. It's more for like the stretch position of the chest, so I will be pausing in the bottom. I'm also not using a lot of weight because my chest is fucking fried at the minute. If I was doing this at the start, I could probably use quite a lot more, but because it's the end, I can't. I would never, me personally, if I were to program any sort of pec deck stuff, I don't really put it last, just because me personally, my chest is fried. That's what Yoda has ordered. Cal Racetrick. I call him Yoda because he is. So it's what we're doing. There's a few different pec decks in here. That one, there's one there which is I don't fit. This is very old. It's very good. And there's 2 more through in the main bit. They're both brand new, but I use them on a different day. So this is the other pec deck I'm going to use, and just get a big old titty pump at the end. Then we're on to one more shoulder exercise, which is another lateral raise with the trademark 1MR cuffs, and then some triceps with the cuffs as well. So show them after, but just 2 sets here, another 6 to 10 and another 10 to 15. They're just good rep ranges. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. You'll see me now, and I'll pause at the bottom, get a nice big stretch. A lot of people make the mistake of trying to get your elbows, get your hands together, and obviously you want to bring the elbows together because that's what's going to make the pec the shortest. Because if my arm is bent like this, I'm not getting in there as far. Obviously, with pec decks as well, you're going to place quite a lot of stress on the biceps, especially in the middle of the joint. So a little bit of bend is okay, but if we're going 90 degree crab style, you may as well not do that and go for a cuff fly instead. I should have that programmed, but here we don't have a close cable stack, so it's a pain in the ass. But I have ordered some brand new data chains from 1MR, so that will make things a lot easier in the future. Also, it's a bit of a battle at the minute in here. Thursday night, it's pretty busy, so we don't want to be waiting around for 10-20 minutes for both cable stacks, you know. So this is a good alternative if we're trying to save on time. So let's do it. Let's get some big old titties. Come on, one more. Fucking hell. Oh.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, big lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, 'cause she's got a
Too zoomed in. Can't see anything. Woo. Right. Triceps now. So put your hand in the cuff as so, and just treat it as if it were a rope, but you can just wrap your fingers around here, pull down. It's cross body, sorry. So we're starting from one end and we're finishing down here. You're probably not going to get it fully short all the time, especially on those last few reps, but that is what we're aiming for. Contraction is right here in the outer head of the tricep. So you can see that. Woo. But that's what we're aiming for, and it's just this motion. So here is 3 sets of 10 to 15, and how I'll do that, I usually start on a low weight, get 15, go up by 1, go for as many as I can, which is usually about 10 to 12, and then do that again. So normally when I program people, I'll do 3 distinct rep ranges, and I'm going to do 3 different sets, but Cal has just done it 3 sets of 10 to 15. It looks like it's working, so I'm not complaining, but there we go.
Show you how I make everything just fade away, cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane, jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
That's a wonderful angle. This is just an ab crunch machine. Most people don't train abs with weight. This is wrong. You just like, oh, I want a small waist, so you're just not going to train abs, or you're just going to go like do millions of reps. You're just not going to do anything. You're just going to end up having an enormous amount of stamina rather than actually producing any sort of muscular damage, which is what you need to grow muscle. So when people are like, how do you have abs in the off season? Like, because I fucking train them. That's how. So you train them like any other muscle. You're gonna get some nice dense abs. That's how it works. All these people like, oh, it's all about genetics, it's all this, it's all that, are the same people that don't fucking train their abs with weights. And they're like, oh, maybe my waist thicker. It's like, maybe in the off season, but you've never continued to do it until you were shredded because you were scared you were gonna get a thicker waist. Funny enough, it doesn't do that. So train your abs properly, get some nice big abs. It's just a warm up, but it will be again a 6 to 10 and a 10 to 15, the classics. All right, that was the workout. Did a little bit of posing afterwards. Whenever I run through my poses, I do it to the routine that I'm gonna do on stage. Obviously have no music with that. Find out what the song is in time. I'll need to obviously run through that more often. I am doing it when I've got time at the end of workouts. This week, I was supposed to have a spin bike on order, which didn't arrive last week, so it's arriving tomorrow. So I'm having to do I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the office. So I'm having to do my cardio after work, after the session, which is a bit annoying, but I got to get it done. So that's what we're doing after this. But yeah, I like that session. It's a nice little session. Feels good. Obviously a little bit weaker today, well than I expected, just because I did chest 2 days ago, so I'm still not recovered. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Obviously, in terms of changes, in terms of what the fuck is going on here, it's been pretty mental the past week or two. Big changes come in. I'm very excited now for what's going to come this year. I was already sort of like, I know I'm bigger, I know I'm better than last year. Checking photos from this morning, seeing myself now, I'm just like a different animal this year, basically. I know there's a lot more size. I know I'm ready. Not that I wasn't ready to get on stage last year, but last year was the proving, like, you know, oh, I am a bodybuilder, let's do this properly, I can stand with the big guys in Classic. But this year is the, let's put on a show, you know, let's get up there and let's mean business. Which I think this probably says now. Obviously the legs have got a lot bigger since last year. I mean, they weren't even out at this point, like 10 and a half weeks out. I couldn't even see my legs. I'm a lot leaner than last year, a lot bigger. And I'm just very excited for what the future has to hold in the next 10, 12, 13, 14 weeks in the comps that I'm looking to do, and sort of the impact that I might make on the scene. There was a bit of doubt in my mind before this as to, like, you know, how well I might do, but it was very small. I'm pretty confident I'll do all right. The goal for this year, I tell people online, is obviously like win my class in the regional, because I came third last year in the class. I want to get to an overall. I believe my physique is good enough to get to the overall, and you know, it's going to be a tough comp, that the one on the 10th of September, which is my first regional. It's the one before the Arnold Classic. It's going to be hard. There's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be a big show, some big guys. I'm very excited to step on stage with them and compare against. And I've spoken to a few of them who are doing the show. We're all buzzing to get up there and compete against each other. And I think it'd be a great time. But that show, that first one, is going to be a proving ground for everybody. I think the person that wins that show, unless we get some mad outsider from Europe somewhere like happened last year with Valentin, he won't see this, but he knows who he is. He came from Bulgaria and just wiped the floor with everybody last year in Classic. So if that happens again, you never know. But hopefully, you know, it's UK Arnold, so somebody from the Arnold wins from the UK, I hope. But yeah, I think with that, the regional before the Arnold, whoever wins that will win the Arnold. So we'll just have to see. But it's exciting times ahead. I'm excited to see how my physique is going to change, get rid of these last little bits of fat on my arse and around here, and just have a fun time while I'm doing it. I'm enjoying it a lot at the minute. Everything's very focused on this one goal, and everything's very bodybuilding in the minute. I'm sat in work and I'm like, can't wait to get to the gym, can't wait to keep going, can't wait to do my cardio in the morning, just want to fucking get on it and just do everything, which is this is like the flow state of prep, they call. And it's the fun part. It's you're in the zone, you get in the gym, you're not about to fucking socialize, you're getting on, you're doing what you need to do, you're getting out, you're fucking having a great time when you do it. Like today, work's been pretty long recently, had a pretty long day, it's pretty fucking annoying. Come home from my commute, I'm just fucking pissed. I want to get in here and just tear the weight around. And that's what I did. And you feel better for it, and it's all good. So yeah, I'm rambled a bit now, as always. But yes, I'm very excited. I'm happy I have this in my life. And just having a good time while I'm doing it, enjoying myself. So let's continue it. I'm going to try and bring out videos a little bit more frequently, because where the last one was about 3 weeks ago. We'll try every 2 weeks, just because the changes are coming thick and fast. And obviously, 10 and a half weeks out now, trend starts in 2.5 weeks. Not that it's going to I don't think it will make a huge world of difference, but you guys want to see it unfold and what it does. I want to know what it does for my body, and exciting times ahead. So keep watching, like, share, subscribe, fucking comment if you want to, show your friends, whatever it is, whatever it is. We'll leave in the bottom my links for GYMBEAST for your 10% discount code. And we'll be leaving the 1MR 10% discount code that's coming to you as well. So any of your equipment needs, some clothing, I know Josh is bringing out some new stuff around August time, so be excited, because it looks fucking good, and I'm excited for it. And any of your supplement needs, GYMBEAST got you. So yeah, let's save some money, let's get huge, keep going. I'll see you next time. We're still filming.